What up, anime fans? I'm back with another video viewing the Destiny arc of Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai. I decided to get through the Dai Day, watch this first, then probably watch Bleach later if I have enough time. You know, always go to bed at 1 o'clock. So, so, um, I don't know if I have enough time to watch the last batch of episodes for the third part of the Rank arc. God, that's gonna be the longest arc ever, by the way. The longest arc. I had no clue it was gonna be that long at all. Anyway, this is Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai's Destiny arc, which was the last arc I reviewed in the 1991 anime. Because that's how many, you know. I mean, this arc is great. Pardon me. Sorry, I had to pause there for a minute. Anyway, this arc has some more content than the 1991 anime. I don't know why the 1991 anime didn't go for the entire manga. The manga came out in 1989. And again, depends with a lot of chapters. How long? I should really look up when the last chapter was released. And I don't know if the anime had time to adapt more arcs in 1991, or it was like Togashi's work that they adapted the arcs at the time. So yeah. Anyway, I love the Destiny arc and the reboots more. Actually, more of the original content though, more of the content from the manga. Oh yeah, the second part. I mean, the first episode. Now the first part of the arc, which is the one only go to episode 46 in the 1991 anime. There's only 4 episodes here. Instead of 6. Alright, I viewed this arc months ago, by the way. Like, it was months ago when I last reviewed this arc. And well, the reboot makes a bit of a change to what the 1991 anime did. I think that change happened in the 1991 anime, because I'm not sure if it was the same in the manga or not. I think the reason it was like that in the 1991 anime, because, well, they get to the end of the series quicker. Anyway, the animation is brilliant in the reboot. And so the moments that were not in the original anime were brilliant. I really enjoyed them. Shonen Jump anime are tense to watch with its brilliant action. That makes you love Shonen Jump with its action. I mean, Shonen Jump's mostly known for its action than its comedy. So, yeah, that's what I'm known for these days. I don't mind. I really do like this series. Anyway, this is gonna be a tough one. A little longer. It goes from episodes 22 to 33, over 11 episodes. Because there's more content. So anyway, further ado, let's get into this review. So the arc opens up in Paponica with 3 of the strong trio all trying to travel around and die. But Hilma has none of it. Besides, she wants to travel around and die the most. Alright, Dai asked to see Leona for a bit. Oh, but hang on, I actually watched some more episodes of the dub. More simply, watch the episode with the introduction of Beast King Crocodile. I know I think there was a censorship that the preview should have neglected. That the preview forgot to remove. Basically, in that episode, there's a scene where Pop holds out his finger, pointing at Mom angrily, but when she walks towards him, he accidentally touches her breast, causes her to slap him. Or punch him, I can't remember the exact detail. But that time frame is cut. But it still flows nicely in the episode. I don't know what led to this anime being dubbed in the first place, really. Like, I have no clue why this was being dubbed at all. Because we don't have any Dragon Quest games here in the UK as far as I know. So it's not because of that. It's not because of that. So this must be a reason. But there must be a reason. Anyway, at least with Ocean dubbing the Dragon Quest anime, it won't be as heavily censored as 4Kids. I thought 4Kids heavily censored the anime. You know, should be really. Look at Ocean though, when they dubbed Dragon Ball Z back in the day. They changed a few, censored it a bit, but not one overboard. Just changing the viewpoints, but also keeping the source material faithful. Keeping it faithful to the Japanese version. That's what was popular about the Ocean dub. Keeping everything the same, but with a few changes to more bit of Western audience. Instead of being overly cheesy, like with 4Kids a lot. They always have stuff that's, they get stuff that's always cheesy. We're fortunate enough not to have any Wookiee TV show in the UK. I know. So where the Wookiee shows there? Well, I don't know about some of the others, as I never saw Sonic X until I saw it got on DVD at one point. The first 3 episodes. I never saw Chaotic. There's some shows on Wookiee I had not seen. I did see the 4Kids Double Wins Club and some Yu-Gi-Oh! On ALCI TV. Not the original Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't get to watch all of that until I got the complete series on DVD. The first season I got onto was GX. Those are the only things from 4Kids I can remember right now. But I'll look up some other 4Kids stuff and see if I remember them airing in here in the UK. So, by the way, if you live in the UK and been watching Dragon Ball Uncut, you know it's available on television, but with censorship. If you want to see that version, you can watch it on the BBC iPlayer Pop or BBC iPlayer. iPlayer would be much easier, by the way. Like, the iPlayer would be much easier to do. I think I'll give them that version I'll watch someday. It's the same dub, just censored. I'm sorry. I got shattered, didn't I? Forgive me. Anyway. I want to say yes. Anyway, Dahlia wants to go looking for a new weapon. Plus, the sword he's got now is on the way down. So, you know, that's excuse to take Dahlia to the department store and shop for some new weapons. It's an excuse to have to travel along with him for a bit. So, damn it, I can't stop yawning for some reason. Oh, I'm tired. I don't feel tired, but my body thinks I'm tired. Anyway, where was I? Yes, well, Matarif, the mage, gives Pops a new equipment. A cape, and he gives him a cloak, and also a yellow cape. A new wand, a new rod or wand, whatever. And a belt with an image of him on it. I'm not sure about the belt. He does thanks Matter with though. And he does sneak aboard the balloon that Di and Leona take. We don't see him we don't see him sneak up onto the balloon. We just already see him holding the rope while levitating. Interesting enough. So Di, so yeah. They don't have really one excuse to just Karagon would die alone. But, you know. Anyway, Free arrive at the department store and go crazy with shopping. Most likely the owner. Leona tries out some outfits. One is a sneaky little weapons to Dragon Ball. Most likely the outfit, one of the outfits she wears is a weapons to Dragon Ball, obviously. And the outfit is a very familiar design if you watch Dragon Ball if you watch the original Dragon Ball. Or at least watch the very first saga, the Pilaf saga. Because that outfit specifically from Bulma on that saga. Which one? I'll talk about the outfit she wore for the conclusion from the final part of the saga, the conclusion to the arc. You know, where they get captured by Pilaf and stuff. You know, the blue vest jacket, the white shirt with puffy white pants, you know, that type of outfit. It's definitely a reference to that. Anyway, I'll say Leona gets a new outfit, gets a cool new outfit. Odai gets some new armor. Pop doesn't really get anything. It's a special fin for Bidden. And there's a dragon breaker. Stop like a break dragons. Because we know dragon skin are like steel thanks to Abon. When he turned into a dragon back in episode 3. Like, or the other episode 3 and the start of episode 4. Weird. We do see some other style. We do see an Asian style dragon later on. Yeah. So Leona bids against a dirty scumbag. You know, there are two people there known as Seers. An old woman and her granddaughter. Melee, I think her name was. You remind me of Baba. This is like this, but she reminds me of Baba. Now she carries around a crystal ball. She's just not as short as Baba. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, you know, nearly bids over there, so, but out me, she loses it. But luckily, she doesn't pay me half the amount of money they don't have. And then they're attacked by dragons. They're attacking the city. Of course, the guy with the dragon maker abuses the bike because he's a coward, and he just got that thing just to just to make a lot of money off it. Scumbag. So Dai, Pop, and Leona go out to fight the dragons. And Melee helps out the girl's mother who's trapped under stone rail, still about. Leona does try to help too, but Leona gets attacked. Goes and Dai get angry and use the power of his crest. Aye, Matroth knows about Dai's crest when Pop told him, but didn't say anything. We find out later though, why. Dai gets to use the Dragon Breaker as well, and beat the dragon with riding! And after that, Dai asked if the girl was okay. When he jumped out the window, he moved most of the armor. Just put most of it, but keep most of it like the armor top part of the armor here. Some shoulder pads, and the gauntlets. And Anyway, the girls hide behind Leona because she's scared, saying Dai's scary. Everyone thinks that. I'm gonna hurt Dai a bit. Because, well, Dai did seem more tense than usual when he used the quest. So, sorry, after that, anyway, when they saw the quest, Melanie and her grandma knew what it was, Dragon Knights. Just then, remember the Dark Army, Kilburn shows up. You know, actually he told us to die. He's one, you know, that they don't know who he really is. He doesn't know who he really is. And of course, Leona asked the old woman and her granddaughter Melee about Dragon Knights. So she takes them to Tana Kingdom, a place where nature is, no technology, nothing. They believe in gods. Little did we know it was actually Kilburn who sent out most of the dragons to send out to test Dai. So he really is a Dragon Knight. So, I was uneasy about this. Anyway, the old woman tells Dai about Dragon Knights being beings with the powers bestowed upon them by dragons. It's made from 3 beings: dragons, darkspawns, or whatever they're called, and humans. The 3 combine their powers together to create a Dragon Knight. So yeah, the Dragon Knight. But I'm not sure if Dragon Knights are meant to kill, am I here to protect, or here to destroy? It's unsure of. But she does tell them, but there's a temple underwater with more access. So Dai decides to go it alone. You know, that kind of hurts Papa Bear, his best friend. Yeah. Now he's just waiting for Dai. So anyway, Dai enters the temple, where Crystal Ball tells him that he is definitely a Dragon Knight. He has a bit of history about it. But someone else has broken into the temple too. Dragon Legion Commander Baron. He wants Dai's power. He wants Dai to serve him to destroy all humans. Not the game. Yeah. But Dai, being a good person he is, refuses. He ends up battling him, but Baron is strong, knocking Dai out of the temple and onto the surface. I'm watching. That's where he reveals her shocking truth to Dai and the others along the audience. That Dragon Legion Commander Baron, who's also a Dragon Knight, is Dai's father. Because it cannot be. But how did he get to the? But how is that possible? We'll learn about the reasons. His backstory. I'll get this backstory later when it's actually revealed. Right. Crocodile also shows up to help out, but he's too strong and injured. Dai does manage to wound him with combined attack from Crocodile. But Barrow does something unthinkable. Uses his quest to resonate with Dai's quest, wasting all his memories of his friends. He makes us leave now. Now, Dai did gain his memories in the 1991 anime quickly. He resisted that. But the reboot extends it more, which makes it more heart-wrenching. I like the reboot version better. It extends it more. The reason it must have been shortened because it was they only could limit 6 episodes. You can explore more about that. Couldn't leave it on a cliffhanger. So I had no choice to end the series like that. Shortcut just change a few things. So that was understandable. I don't blame for the 1991 anime for it. Anyway, Dai's memories are gone. And what they do, they can't get his memories back. It's truly hard. I bet you to see. He's like an infant. It's kind of horrible. Pop gives Dai his bandana, which is a first. No. Showing how much Pop Dai means to Pop as a friend. Pop really shines in this arc, just like in the previous two arcs ago. Then about when he battled Crocodile, he proved himself as a great character, and he's really grown a lot since then. I really like Pop's character development. You see how much he's changed in this arc. He gets a spotlight in this spot in these fights. That. So anyway, not sure what to do. Leona makes an appointment with the king of Terran. He does know about the ability, but he doesn't know how to get his memories back. So, yeah, Baron will return, by the way. Well, so yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, they had no choice but to put Dai in prison in the jail cell for now, to keep him away from Baron. Because if Dai ever meets Baron, where his memory's gone, Dai might side with him, not knowing anything. So Baron wants. Baron gathers up his 3 loyal servants, the Dragon Masters, of land, sky, and sea. They look like animals, humanoid animals. Wow, the other one looks more human but with elvish features and his skin's more purple. I'm curious to see what Dragon Master of each world get points. Baron is on his way. Pop says some harsh things about them and leaves. But he always said that means stuff because he guys were trying to stop him if he faced them alone. Showing Pop really does care about Dai. He's not the same person anymore. He's really choosing to fight this battle alone, even when he's giving up his life just to save his best friend. See, I really like Pop's development. That is good character development. Think about it, Pop started out as a coward, but you really see him grow as a character. He does his best, but to fight the Dragon Masters while Baron... He fights the Dragon Masters while Baron heads out to the castle where Dai is. So, yeah, Pop does struggle against them. When he's saved by Hyunko, they both end up battling. Pop managed to beat the Sky Dragon Master, while Hugo easily beat the Dragon Master of the Sea. He ends up beating the land one though, who was strong and has similar armor to Hyunko, but with a spear instead of a sword. It's pretty strong. Pop used all his magic by the way he's passed out. Anyway, we get the backstory of Dragon Knight Baron. Let's see. Dragon Knights have unique things. Like we know about so far, also when they die, they say a dragon comes to them and warms their body up, and once the crest has fulfilled its purpose, we'll move on to the next generation, birthed by the dragon itself. But Dai was an exception. Years ago, Dragon Knights were supposed to be evil, but Baron wasn't going to defeat the Dark Lord. Avalon did. Meanwhile, Baron was busy fighting another battle. So, he was injured, but he was saved by a young woman named Syra. I'm gonna say Syra for now. It's Dai's mother who does look like Dai. So, yeah. She brought him home to the. So, turns out Syra was a princess of a kingdom in a small island. Her father welcomed Baron, but the others grew weary. Were uneasy about having someone unknown become part of the kingdom. So much convinced the king that he might not be human, so Baron's banished, but Syra has his child. So the two lived together in a small cottage after Dai was born. By the way, Dai's real name is Dino. But the happiness didn't last long. People think they let some monster kidnap the princess. They go on. Baron surrenders quietly and negotiatingly do not hurt his wife and son. Why did I say daughter then? It's obviously a son. King agrees. And will sends Dai on a ship to a Argo island banished. Now, Baron sentenced to death. But before he could be killed, Syra jumps in of the fire that's supposed to kill him, and she got killed instead. Where we get a bit of a scene we saw in episode 1, where he killed an entire batch of human, or destroyed the entire kingdom, the island included. It's truly emotional. It's really emotional. After hearing that story, Hyunko really decided to get back up and help Baron not to get back to his senses, as in realize his mistake. It's based in humanity. Not all humans are bad. Hyunko understands how he feels. So, and after Baron, he won against the Earth, Day of Earth. He builds his own the Dragon Master also builds his bit of a backstory. Since he's similar in a way, he's half human as well. His mother defended him after his father died. He's an inkling, but his mother was killed. She died of an illness. That really made him hate humanity. And Baron saw someone similar to him. So, yeah, that's why he's loyal. And Baron's not a bad guy. He also gives Hyunko his armor, since his got destroyed. So Cammy and Pop, the two head back to head to the kingdom. Because before Pop passed out, he told Hyunko about what happened. So a bit about what happened. Crocodile and Leon are prepared to fight Baron. He's strong. Hyunko and Pop do show up to say help out too. Owen dies, broken out of the jail. Baron's too strong. He unleashes some type of power, changing his body a bit. More like a dragon. He's a dragon that has true power. Dai. So yeah, he's strong. Dai does come out to see the whole thing. Pop stops him though before making a mistake. So yeah. Pop will do anything to save his best friend. He does some right. He uses the spell that Abon once used. It's a danger to defeat Hala. Pop sacrificing himself to save his best friend Die. But it was too late for Dad to regain his memories. He regained his memories too late. Pop's gone. Baron survived, but Pop is dead. That Ring just died to protect his friends. He does his best to fight Baron. While Leona does his best to bring Pop back to life with a spell. So, yeah, no. Even with Knife destroyed, Yunko gets his sword to die. And I managed to beat uses the crest on his hand and wins against Baron. Baron survived though. But his last act, he brought Pop back to life because his spell won't work. He's stubborn. He'll face Die again someday. Before facing the Dark Lord himself, Burn. We won't return. So that's where the two leave off now. It's a truly emotional, and they're lucky, glad Pop's back to life. This whole episode, Halo's on his last chance. So he and the Legion Commander, the mage one, set out to try and check Pop a bit, making Mom's come back. Obviously it's not her. But he saved Matterev and Die. Atlas seemingly was beaten for now, but he's still alive. But he will be back, but won't be returning to the Dark Lord. Instead, he will return now. Matterev gives Die Pop the book of Arbon's book. He built on awesome wishes, and that helps them. It makes Leona decide to do her own thing back at home. As the Princess of Pocahontas, she still has her own things to do, and then just travel and die. But she will help Evil out. It's very amazing. So anyway, the game plan on heading back. Back to Papanika. So next arc, a martial arts tournament arc. It's gonna be an interesting episode. We get maybe learn more about martial arts before Mom makes her return. By the way, somebody said Darth Vader says Ma'am. Why? Is it because Ma'am is more American than Mom? You know, excuse me, Mom, or Ma'am. So yeah. Anyway, that's everybody do, guys. I really enjoyed this arc. I really cannot wait to check out more arcs before we'll get to the final arc. Which, by the way, the reboot is now over. After 100 episodes, Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Die is now over. And I decided not to read the manga until I finish with the anime. So thank you guys for watching. Enjoy my content. Please hit the like button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. You'll be up to date always the content of the future. And until next time, guys. Keep Phoenix out.